From the foundations of civilization, the relationship between man and horse has been right there. That bond and relationship for travel and transportation, for war, for commerce. It's been very important. In 150 years, harness racing is still right here as a massive part of Maine and our country's tradition. What started as backcountry races between neighbors led into stadiums full of hundreds to see who could run their horse and carriage fastest. That relationship and bond doesn't come easy. It takes countless hours of training, meticulous diet, and a full team. Harness racing is still thriving right here in Maine today and streaming all over the world. Let's find out what it takes to be a modern-day driver. Let's take a look behind the scenes with Aaron Hall.
I started driving when I was 16 at the fairs, and then 18 you can get your provisional license, what they call it, where you can race at the 2 commercial tracks. So I'm 28 now, so 10 years, 12 years. Hey Bobby, which one's Ryan Barry's jog cart? So my brother does the horse with me, and my stepbrother also. So we try to do it, together as one team, and we all have our parts that we do. I do most of the driving, and my brother does all the farrier work, and my stepbrother does all the jogging, and it works out really good. We all get along good, and it's pretty cool to be able to do it with your family like that. My dad started doing it when he was 18, so he's been doing it for 42 years. I don't want to age him, but he's been doing it a long time. So we were like a lot of these guys. We were 3, 4, 5 years old, brushing horses, walking in between their legs, and you don't really know any different. But once you get that in your blood and you get that desire to do it, you can't not do it.
They're off. We find Aaron Holland's studio session, who's quickly moving up.
I have pictures of him when he was with his brother, and he was like 10 years old, and his brother also just started racing, and they just had this passion right from when they were little because their dad was in it, and then their grandfather was in the races, and So it's just been it's in their blood.
So we've got 10 racehorses, and my dad's got 4. So between everybody at the farm, there's 14. You know, like I said, my stepbrother, my brother, and myself do our 10, and you know, they'll race, then they'll have a day off to kind of relax and enjoy themselves, and then they'll start back on their jogging routine to get ready for the next race. So we race here in Maine from the end of March through the end of December. So they'll get, after December, they'll get a month or 6 weeks off where they can just go relax and play in the snow and enjoy themselves. And then usually the 1st of February, they'll start back with their training routine to get ready for April 1st. It starts with a passion for these guys, off the track, just like this. I mean, working with them every day. I mean, that's where you get the passion for the sport, and then it just branches off from there in different aspects of it. There's plenty of employment opportunities throughout the state, to kind of get your feet wet in this, grooming the horses, jogging them, bathing, getting them ready to race, things like that. And then you just start that progression of, you start jogging them and training them, and if you want to drive, you can start doing that. I mean, you can go whichever avenue you want. It's an adrenaline rush, I mean, there's no really other way to explain it. If you're into that kind of thing, then you'd be into racing,
And standing on the fence, you're always wondering, like, why isn't that guy moving, or why is he holding the horse back, or, they don't understand the whole dynamic of the man and the horse, the relationship that's going on out there in that particular time. And they go to the grandstand, and they see the horse show up on the track, and they run around twice, and then it's over, and they're like, wow, well, that one sucked, or whatever, or this one was great, but they really don't know, like, what it took to get the horse to that point. I've done a lot of different things. This is probably the most challenging. To put together a man and animal team that can be successful it's very hard. Like, there's only 120 seconds in that race. My instructions very clearly that day. My father says, she can leave like a scolded dog. Put her on the car, and when they say go, just give her a head. She will have the front fully at the first turn, and then when you get in the first turn, just put the brakes on. You just put the brakes on for as long as you can. Wait for someone to come. If no one comes, go all the way to the half, and then after the half, just give her a head, and then you'll win for fun, he says. Well, sounds easy, right? It was just that easy that day. He's also given me instructions before that failed miserably, so.
Any athlete, what you put into them for nutrition is key, and we've had a lot of luck with the Blue Seal brand, and it's good quality food with good people, and we just enjoy doing business with them. It's such a great sport, and it's exciting. It's fun to watch live. I think if you just get them here and they get to see it and experience it, it's something they'll want to keep doing.